Welcome back to On the Record. We're here at the Robin Robbins Boot Camp, and I'm sitting here with Fred. Is it Rock or Reck?
Reck.
Fred Reck, and he is the owner of InnoTek Computer Consulting. Welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks, Robert.
You've been in business for about 10 years now, right?
Yeah, a little over that.
A little over that.
Yeah.
Working out of Pennsylvania. What's your business focus in?
We are a managed services provider. We do outsourced IT support for our clients, project work. We support strictly businesses, and that's about sums it up.
Sums it up pretty good. How long have you been doing managed services?
We actually have been doing that about 6 years. I'd say about 6 years ago, we were putting out a lot of fires. Our employees were stressed out. My clients were stressed out, and I actually paused the business for 2 weeks. Told our clients we'd have to push off all their work unless it was an emergency, and I brought everybody into the office and I said, "What do we need to do to stop chasing fires all the time? How do we want to take care of our clients so that we don't have to be chasing problems around?" And I didn't realize that it was called managed services or anything like that. And I told my people, I said, if you tell me what we need to do, I'll sell that. And so we sort of made this plan that says, hey, we need to be putting the patches on, we need to have an antivirus that we control, and we just sort of built a product, and that's what we did. Went out and sold that.
So why not become a pure play managed service provider?
We still do a lot of project work, and I see the cycle with my clients. Sometimes they'll come in, they need some break fix work. Like it'll be the first time they call me and they're not quite ready for that. And so I have a regular process where I go through and talk to my clients and just move them more and more into the managed services. And they oftentimes will see the value. They'll bring us on to repair a problem, and then they'll call us when they have continuing problems. And as we visit them, it gives me an opportunity to come in and say, hey, I see you've got this much work, you've got this project coming up, how about and sometimes I'll roll a project into them becoming a managed services customer, and I'll just say for one monthly fee for the next 3 years, we'll do all this for you. And then boom, now they're into the whole, into our...
So about 2 years ago, you joined Robin Robbins or started working with her.
That's correct.
How'd that go? Tell me what it was like before that, and then the first few months, if you remember, and then where you're at today. Can you do all that?
I believe
Okay.
I can.
All right.
Oh, thanks a lot. I'll interview you then.
Well, I was bored. No. Go ahead.
Yep. So I was finding that I had reached about $500,000 worth of revenue, and I was having a hard time, getting over that. My growth was very slow, and more of a problem was that I had big swings. The third and fourth, or the fourth and first quarter of every year, I'd sell a lot, and then I'd dip real heavy in the second and third quarter of the year. And I saw this cycle for a number of years. So it was difficult for me to have a nice level area there. I was selling managed services at that time, but I didn't really have a good marketing strategy, a good presentation materials, things like that. So I had come to a boot camp 2 years ago, and I saw the main thing. I live in a very rural area, and I knew that every time I'd create something, I was working hard, and I felt like I was recreating the wheel. And I knew that other people were working on these, but I didn't have any resources to ask people questions. How are they doing it? What kind of problems are they having? So where I had gotten my business was pretty much all on my own, because I didn't belong to any organizations. And when I came to the boot camp, I realized that all of a sudden there's hundreds of other IT service providers that were willing to share information, and it was really an eye-opener for me. So I knew immediately that this is what I've been looking for 10 years or 8 years at that point in time. So that's what really attracted me to it. And plus, of course, the marketing was very, very important aspect, but really the access to other IT owners was a big key to that. So I was nervous to sign on. There's a fee to it, and I was just concerned about how that would be, but I thought, well, if I can really pull this off, I'll be able to pay for it. And sure enough, I'd say within the first 3 months, if I can't remember the specifics, but very quickly, I sold enough agreements to cover this, And basically, as a proof of concept, I understood that this was going to work. And so really, I've been really involved as much as I can in the organization, in all the programs. I belong to several accountability groups. I've actually am the captain of an accountability group, and just being able to interact with everyone. I have with the toolkit, the resources we have for marketing. I pretty much use a lot of the marketing pieces just straight as they come straight from Robin's material, and so I've been able to make a system to our marketing. So I have regular marketing campaigns that are on a system. We have the process documented. It takes us, maybe 3 hours, 4 hours a month to do our regular, ongoing drip marketing campaigns, and so we really have a good foundation for marketing. So it's been really good.
Sounds good. So throughout this event today, so you obviously you've been working with her for a long time. You're motivated. You're doing the things. What difference will it make the fact that you came to this particular one? Like, how does that? Has there been a benefit to you? Does it get you more motivated? What does it do? How do you feel
coming here to this one? You mean? The able to come to this on a quarterly basis. Now, this boot camp is a yearly event, but and it's like a more robust than the quarterly events, but just the ability to get back together with my peers. I've built a lot of friendships with a lot of people here, and so it's very refreshing. So what will happen is I get on a high you might say, at these boot camps, and I can think really strategically and high level, and as I operate and execute those strategic plans, sometimes then I'll start falling back into the day-to-day. And then when I come to the next boot camp or the next Producers Club meeting, boom, it helps me get back up into a strategic thinking. So it really helps me as a manager and owner of the business do what I need to do.
It gives you all that enthusiasm back in, keeps it.
Absolutely. I won't miss any of these. I can tell you that.
Perfect place to finish.
Great.
Thank you very much for being my guest, and hope to see you again.
You too. Have a great day.